Hey, everybody, welcome to Shutitdownboys. This is a podcast. Me and the gang get together after a long, hard 24-hour shift, and we talk about life, both outside of and at the fire station. Next to me, I got old Chubbs, Tanner Holligan, and then
everybody.
You got a lot of beige on.
You know, I'm trying out you guys' short thing.
I saw your short.
I like it.
Yeah. It's
Look at the contrast.
Oh,
Look at that. Stand up for the people.
I wish people could see what I'm looking. Actually, I don't wish that upon anyone, dude.
Oh my God.
Melissa, zoom in on that. Also, take your goddamn shoes off in my house. Disgusting animal.
Everyone see that sick tan line.
We keep an Asian household here. All right, no shoes.
It's about
Such
50-50.
white skin and black hair.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to the chicken store and you're like dark meat or white meat.
Okay, I was really wondering where you were going with that. Next to him, I got old missionary Murph. Welcome back.
Folks.
Murph was out. Murph and Stu were both out last episode. We got old Stu in the dark corner over there, keeping it trashy.
Packing fudge.
Packing fudge. They were both
what they
there.
were doing.
I don't know if you guys watched last episode, but that's how we introed you guys. It's missing. I mean, there's some factory packing fudge.
We really built Murph up, too. We were like, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
I think we also talked about getting rid of it.
We said
He's
that-
never even here.
We said
By packing fudge, you mean we were having fun at the lake?
you were having fun at the lake.
Right.
Packing some fudge on the lake.
Having a blast at the lake. Nothing better than packing some fudge at the lake. Dude.
Yep.
But hey, today we're getting together. We're probably going to go off topic as usual, but we're talking about the day in the life of a firefighter. So if you're a new guy, we got to start getting on topic more.
Yes, we do.
In the beginning.
Nah.
We're fine. The hell with them. Hell with the algorithm. But we're talking about day in the life of a firefighter. So if you're a fireman, you already know what's up, but maybe yours is different from ours. And if you're a new guy looking to become a fireman, we got you covered. Forget the EMT study guide. That's
right.
You know, what else? I'm the captain now. It's a captain's test. What else did we do? Dear Chief, how to get in trouble with chiefs.
Didn't we do a promotional exam, too?
I think we've done a promotional exam.
Yeah.
We've done with the firefighter or why firefighters hate you. And it's talking about all the firefighters you should steer clear of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some rookie advice.
Yeah.
We also did a B-shift IQ test, which I was sending you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Might be my favorite short ever in the world.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. I forgot about that. Was that the one with the Three Stooges?
That's one when I was like, shit, what's the square root of 25?
Yeah.
You know?
You also called Atlantis or Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Yeah, that was on one. Anyway,
Atlanta, Georgia.
day in the life of a firefighter.
Atlantis, Georgia.
Atlantis, Georgia.
The lost city of Atlanta.
Yeah, the lost city of Atlanta, Georgia.
All right.
So, day in the life of a firefighter. You know,
I can tell you my day.
I know.
I know.
I can tell you your day.
No, you can't.
Get to the station after cranking, I don't know how many heaters on your hour and a half drive, dude. Probably, I'm going to say probably 4 to 5.
At the worst, it was like, no, it'd be like 7 or 8.
What?
Yeah,
At
man.
the worst?
Yeah, on the worst.
That's on
Yeah.
just on the drives, dude.
You're going through like half a pack in 2 hours because you're driving, listening to, you know,
Joe Rogan.
If you're jamming to music, you go through a lot.
You taking some Creed in?
yeah.
You know?
You're feeling it.
By the time I'm at
You're
the
like
station,
you're like starting your next cigarette like this.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
other
with the
cigarette.
other.
It looks like Matthew McConaughey on that series
Oh.
when they were detectives, just like,
Yeah. Was that True Detective?
yeah, True Detective.
I never watched that one.
that's a normal day in the
Yeah.
life of a normal firefighter.
So-
you know, by the time I'm at the station,
I wouldn't say a normal firefighter. Let's not.
above average, bro.
A 1%er.
1%er.
No, absolutely not.
I was eating smoke when I woke up.
So
Oh my
what time does the alarm go off?
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
4 a.m.
Yeah,
Yep.
he lives about an hour and a half away from where we were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
so
7 to 8 cigarettes.
7, 8 cigarettes, about, I don't know, what's 2 monsters worth of because it's about,
It
by
says
the
right
time,
there on your can. I don't
well, by
know.
the time I make relief
Okay.
and have shaved and all that and had my cup of coffee, I don't know, by like 8:30, I've had like 2-3 cups of coffee.
Oh,
So do you
easy.
have coffee on the drive in or Monster?
No, usually it's like a Monster, and then I get it.
Oh, you stop at your favorite gas station.
Yeah.
So a Monster, Diet Coke, 8 cigarettes.
They see him coming. They're
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God, dude.
Then you crush your workout.
And they wonder why firefighters like can't fucking sleep. We, have heart problems.
We got to stop telling them this because if I get something on duty, I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know how I got
this comedy podcast. We're making this all up.
This isn't real.
We're not actually firefighters.
Why do I have heart problems?
We're gigolos.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I have lung cancer.
I'm perfectly healthy.
Oh yeah.
When you first wake up, though, is it straight to a heater?
No,
Or- okay.
no. I'll wake up, brush my teeth, put on some deodorant, and then I usually get my lunch pack ready, and then, and I fill that thing with the healthiest shit.
No.
too.
Normally you show up with
Lean
nothing and we're
meat.
forced to go to the grocery store.
It's filled to the brim.
No.
No, I'll.
Oh, granola, oatmeal. No, dude.
When Hillen was there,
Peanut butter. And
it really wasn't
tortillas.
much different than now.
Yeah, of course it wasn't. It,
really
it hasn't
is.
been different for 10 years for you. Yeah. You're not going to change.
I will say I am kind of proud of him lately. He's
Oh, Murph.
dude.
Been more health conscious.
He has been a lot more
Have
health
been.
conscious.
Yeah.
Like even last night, we did have a dessert, but he didn't get any of the ice cream to go with it. He just got him a small portion. Didn't go back for seconds. He's been waking
and
up.
it made you shit your brains out from the text I got.
yeah,
You got to risk it to get the
I gotta
biscuit.
admit,
he made that.
Okay.
by the
I
way.
did.
Surprise, surprise. Did
Like
you get
a-
on the stage? So there you go. Day in the life of a firefighter. One guy gets you all sick.
we had a good day though. You know, in a normal day for me would be, you know, you come in after you've smoked a bunch and had a whole bunch of caffeine.
Sure.
Then you're jazzed up. You're ready to fuck with people.
Yeah.
I loved messing with Hillen. So
Yep.
now it's my captain.
Yeah.
And a
Oh,
little bit
he-
of schmony baloney.
Oh,
you
God.
know?
Just what they wanted. What they always
Yep.
dreamed of.
And usually it's high energy until like 2.
Yeah.
About 2, I'm like, I hit a wall.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why.
I'm the
That's a
same
natural
way.
thing. Your body naturally releases melatonin at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
So then you
gotta
just
shut
drink
it down.
way more coffee at about 2. I
Right.
think we have our 2 o'clock
There you go.
coffee.
Yeah. Do y'all have like morning and afternoon coffee? I'm curious about that because that was always our big thing. We would
Yeah.
we would all have coffee in the morning and talk, and then we would always make a pot in the afternoons. I know some fire stations
Yeah.
they're
They're like running a pot all day.
all day. I know
All day.
Tim is all day long.
Yeah.
Tim's coffee all day long.
I don't like
Tins
that.
was like that.
Oh,
Station
yeah,
10.
Tin.
Because it was tins.
That's
Yeah, yeah.
That's
They're-
because
yeah.
they were the worst.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, dude, I saw your chief, who
Yeah.
used to be a captain at Tins. I was driving behind him, and I didn't know it, but it was just like a white F-150, and I was going to work. And I was like, and I saw a fire department sticker on. I was like, who is this fucking nerd driving 35 miles an hour? And I drive
10 and 2.
Yeah, yeah. Dude, I
Oh,
drove
for
past
sure.
him 10 and 2, like 10 under
Did he
the-
have driving gloves on?
I wouldn't surprise me, dude. But I drove past him. I was like, that checks out. Yeah, this all checks out.
To give the guy some credit,
Shout
he's
out to
probably on the phone. Like that guy feels phone calls,
Probably.
so he's probably just trying to drive.
He's got a death
and-
grip on it.
Yeah.
You didn't even see it.
Yeah.
His white
Yeah.
knuckle, and he was so mad.
No, he was bending that steering wheel.
Oh, he was.
It's probably on the phone then, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what he's up in the higher ranks of our
Yeah.
union for people,
Yeah.
so he's on the phone a lot.
What
Yeah.
a shit job to have.
Dude, that sucks.
I'm out, man.
He's a busy dude.
Let me get one of them
I'm glad.
tutors.
I'm glad
Yeah,
he's there
let's do
though.
it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
No, but I think.
I mean, yes, you
That's-
got to have somebody to weather the storm. Somebody's got to be out front, man.
Yeah.
And every fire station has that guy.
yeah.
You gotta
Our,
smash,
y'all were
bro.
talking about our thing is we
Little
check
smelling
everything
salts.
and then we make coffee and we call it bumper time. So we get done checking stuff and then we all sit out in the front bumper
Yeah.
and shoot shit and make fun of people. You know, it's kind of
Yeah.
So yeah.
I like our rituals pretty similar. We check everything super thorough.
Check
too.
everything. That's what fire. Yeah, right. Fire stations across America. I know you boys are getting in there, checking the fuel levels, dipsticks, oils.
Yeah.
You're putting nice. Woo! It's still got it. I know you're putting your gloves on and shit. I know you're lacing up your boots. You boys
I will say I got pissed off the other day.
checking your air.
I made a change for the better of our department.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Doesn't-
found an empty compartment on our engine.
We're-
Totally empty?
Totally empty. And I was like, you know what could go in here?
Yeah, it's still
Our
got it.
brooms for like car wrecks and stuff.
You know what firefighters don't like?
Change.
I'm just gonna throw that out
I told
there.
I told everyone, I was like, hey, what do y'all think about this? And they were like, oh, dude, yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Slide that over there. I
One
made
shift
that.
later, we
I'm
come
getting off
back
of
and it's
48.
completely moved. And I was like, you know what? This is,
Here.
Oh, challenge accepted.
I should have.
For God's sakes.
we can make it. Do you want me to try?
Sure. Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay, not bad. All the pictures fall off the wall. Anyway, you changed things.
I changed something for the better, so we don't fall if we have to use the deck gun. You know,
so you
because it's a
moved-
mess back there.
That's called
you know?
possum belly.
I know. Actually,
Here we
it's
go.
called the possum belly.
Actually, I read it in a book, and it says this.
But I did,
Dickhead.
I was like, this is great, and then everyone was like, even Murph was like, yeah, it's great, yeah, I like this.
Sure.
The next shift, it's all back,
where
looking
it
like a
was.
pile of shit. I was like, cool. Someone didn't like.
So why do y'all have
That's
a completely
because-
empty compartment in y'all's engine?
It's not what you think.
It's like
Okay.
up on the.
It's like this big. It's
Yeah.
like that
Was it where we
okay.
put the A-frame?
and that long. No,
No.
no, not where you put the A-frame. It's on the side where you would put a rescue jack.
Okay.
So like where tins. And
Okay.
I got
okay.
you on the top, on the side.
It's on the
Yeah.
top, on the
Okay.
side. There's not really. It's kind of a shit compartment, honestly.
yeah, yeah.
There's not a lot you can
Yeah.
put up there.
Yeah.
But brooms and shovels, like
So,
that's not
see-
an emergency thing you need.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Right.
A-shift is super lazy. I know they didn't do it.
I think they did because
A-shift?
I told Schwitten, huge.
Yep.
You know what?
Yeah.
Schwitten.
We were supposed to stop talking about that.
I can't. It's in my head. I worked with him all day yesterday.
He's got really big hands.
He's
Yeah,
got huge hands.
Yeah, huge hands.
Everybody knows.
Sure.
But they were like, "Yeah, this is great."
Yeah.
So it was definitely a shift.
Definitely
Sons of
A-shift.
bitches.
They're so lazy. I don't see them doing that.
I can see Trevor doing it. He'd be like, "You know what?
No. TJ's too big to be that high off the ground, dude. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, he can't be anywhere near a ladder.
Maybe Schmelton did it. I don't know.
Who's
I don't know.
Schmelton?
Spakelton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I could see it, too.
I don't
could
know,
see
though.
it. Yeah,
Y'all
yeah.
have a talent for this. Like I have to think of.
Oh,
ways
yeah,
that,
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
y'all are getting it like that, but y'all been doing it for a
We're
while.
That's
naturals,
true.
bro.
You guys are you and Tim are learning not to say the city that we live in and
Yeah.
not to say people's names. All right, we know you know.
We all
right?
have
We
our
got it.
struggles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, we got it. Shout out to you guys though. 4,089 YouTube subscribers. You guys are
Heck yeah.
absolutely crushing it. We never thought we'd be
Truck
here, but here we are. So thank you guys so much. Tell a friend, send it to other firefighters, and then check out Patreon. Patreon is awesome. We have a blast on Patreon. I'm going to keep talking about it every episode. But yeah, go to Patreon. $5 a month. You're not hurting. It's where the damn sausage is made.
Yeah,
For God's
that's
sake.
it.
It's the support of this podcast.
Yeah,
like it's
it-
literally what's
absolutely.
allowed
Yeah,
us
yeah.
to do. It's not.
It's the
might be
only reason we're
Yeah.
still going.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it's no
Also,
joke.
the sponsor is a huge Garage.
Yeah,
Shout out to Garage. Those guys are keeping us
Yeah.
going too,
Yeah.
man. Hopefully, we're bringing them some business. Those
Yeah.
guys are awesome. We'll talk about
I've
that
had
in a
several
minute.
guys in the department who are like, "What's this garage thing that I keep
Oh,
seeing?"
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, they sell."
There you go.
You know,
Yep.
apparatus. and
Potential
stuff.
client,
Clients.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Buy and sell used apparatus. We'll talk about them here in a minute, but
Yeah.
shout out to you guys. Thank you so much. Check us out on Patreon.
Hell
you guys
yeah.
know the drill.
I'm curious to see what Murph's normal day is. I never really asked him.
Yeah.
like
Well, let's
you
go.
know,
Let's-
morning.
You got two
morning
kids,
time.
but you're
Right.
probably out of the house before they're awake.
Yeah, especially right now
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's
Oh, it's summertime. They don't have shit going
and,
on.
yeah, my kids wake up pretty early, but I'm still gone before
Yeah.
they leave. Before they wake up. But Christine, my wife, she's like an animal. So it's like she wakes up way before I do. She's
Yeah.
got the coffee made and
Yep.
she's working out.
Christine is an anomaly because most women, like it's a scientific fact, they require more sleep than men.
Yeah.
At least.
No.
It's
Or at least
science.
That's what some woman
dude.
doctor came up with.
They're like, you know what? We're gonna make this.
My wife's the same. Ashley's up at like 4:30 every morning.
Okay.
Yeah,
But she's
yeah.
a teacher.
She's a teacher,
She's
but like
a teacher.
she gets up just so she can have her coffee and like chill out.
Yeah,
That's why I'm awake, man.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Christine's already up and
Yeah,
moving.
Christine's up and moving.
Probably
and
trying to
then-
have sex with you.
Yeah.
He's like, I've had
Oh, I'm
enough.
so
I've had
tired. I haven't had my coffee.
Cut it off. I'm dry.
God,
Stop.
I'm tapped out,
I
lady.
told you yesterday, not today.
No, but I wake up. First thing I do is like go in the bathroom and shave.
Sure.
I knock that out. Then I go have my coffee, and then which is nice because it's already made.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Melissa's been making the coffee. Yeah,
Yeah.
which she got a timer on it. So
And-
the deed is done. That's all that matters.
But after that, like I just pack my lunch, throw on my stuff, and then I'm out the door.
Yeah.
Like I just
Simple morning.
You don't
simple morning.
You don't have a cup of coffee at home?
no, I do.
Okay,
I do.
okay.
Yeah. I usually have a cup of coffee with Christine.
He just said that.
If she's
Listen,
not,
dude.
Oh.
Jesus.
if she's not working out.
Stupid ass. Dude. He didn't even hear you.
Okay. Okay.
I'm not like
Missed it because your fucking white thigh was poking out, dude. It was distracting me. Like a damn great white belly.
It's been a while, folks.
Yeah.
I'm
Anyway.
not like a hit the ground running in the morning type of
Okay.
person. Like I do wake up early. Like my internal clock wakes me up around like 5:50 or 6 o'clock. Like I'm awake, but I'm not awake.
Yeah.
Like I get up, but I'm just
Not ready to
I
work
kinda
out.
drag ass for a little while, you know. Like,
Yeah.
I like to chill. I watch the news. I drink my coffee. I do the old man stuff.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And then, but Christine, like I hear her feet hit the floor, and they're like,
Yeah. Moving.
It's like dog
yeah,
nails on the
dude.
floor.
Yeah.
She's just after it.
That's how I am. I get I see stuff and I'm like, I gotta knock that out real quick, and then I start moving.
Right when you wake up?
Yeah.
I'm not like that. I'm like Murph.
I go take the dogs for a walk out back. Yeah. Because I know the baby's waking up. Damn, time bomb, dude. I got till 7:45.
It really throws me off if I wake up late.
Oh, dude.
Because I still like that chill time.
Oh yeah,
And
you gotta
if
have
I
it.
don't have it,
Like
I'm way off.
Yeah,
because
because
I've been chilling since 9 o'clock.
Right.
Oh my God.
well, the problem too is like there's not a lot of chill at the station some mornings.
Yeah.
So as soon as you get to especially on the old med unit, some
Yeah.
days but the days before the med unit, if you're
Yeah.
a firefighter, you don't have a med unit. You get to the station, you really get to hang and pal around.
Yeah.
But for us, you guys, now I'm an inspector. No big deal.
Yeah. What is the day in the life of a secretary?
Living the dream. I'm not a secretary. I'm an inspector. Damn it! I'm doing my
Can
course.
write you a ticket. Yeah.
We get a lot done in that.
How are your
office.
keystrokes? Are you getting quicker?
I've always been very good at
Carpal
typing.
tunnel. He's gonna start wearing the little wristbands and stuff.
Oh, Tyler, I've been meaning to tell. I don't know if I brought it. You need to come to Station 4, and you know how we have it painted.
Yeah.
Like do not block.
Yeah.
You could just write tickets all day long, probably.
Oh,
and just
yeah,
hang
yeah.
out with
Yeah.
us at Station 4 because so
Yeah.
many people.
I-
block
Oh,
yeah.
that.
We went to the outpatient facility yesterday.
that I was telling you about. Yeah.
Dude, I was like, I'm coming back here. Yeah. I mean, there's just cars lined up, parked.
Yeah, and they don't give a shit when we roll up with freaking lights and sirens.
How does that happen?
Because they're
More important than we are.
They don't
That's it.
Yeah.
People aren't
It drives me crazy.
people aren't checked. That's the
It's-
problem.
Yeah.
So cops and whoever other inspectors they're busy or whatever. They're like, man, I don't have time to go write tickets. One day you got to go write tickets, man, because otherwise it becomes damn society rules
Yeah.
for God's sakes, rules.
You got to follow rules.
Yeah,
We've literally been like trying to wheel the stretcher out, and cars are like pulling out.
Yeah.
trying,
Oh, yeah, they don't-
That's
Oh, yeah.
nuts.
Yeah,
it's
they don't
it's
give a
insane,
shit.
man.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
Like where has society lost its track? Where like emergency vehicles like coming up from behind you that you pull over to the right side of the road.
I blame TikTok.
Dude, I'm like, what happened? Like, I do that as a kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Common sense is.
I don't
If it was
know.
common, everybody
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
it. You know.
Maybe it's just our city.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
there's
maybe.
hope.
Yeah.
Maybe we're
Maybe
just a
there's
last
hope.
bastion there. That we
Let
need
us
to
know,
fix.
listeners.
Yeah. We should have asked
Yeah.
the Chicago guys
Yeah.
when we were there.
Dude, they haven't made. What are you talking about?
They
These
did get
guys-
massage chairs and shit, dude.
Well,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that
yeah.
one. That's the one
Yeah.
guy, not the Chicago
Yeah,
Fire
yeah.
guys.
Oh
but,
yeah,
like,
no, Chicago
yeah.
Fire probably pretty jammed
Chicago
up.
firemen have like 9 people to an engine. Like
They
they're
do
just
have a
like
Yeah.
all like that in their air packs. They're like, you want to pull the line this time, dude?
They're like,
Yeah, they do have a gang of them on the
outta here.
engine, man. Look at a damn
Like
clown,
a clown
car.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yep.
Yeah.
they lock hands around the
they're all
nozzle.
holding
Yeah,
hands
yeah.
back there.
You talk about a fight for the nozzle, man. I bet that's a fight. You
bet
guys
so.
fucking dip, dodge, duck, and diving to
Bro,
get that nozzle.
I'd be tying my buddy's seatbelt in a knot, dude.
Yeah.
Would be
Yeah.
fun.
Dude, I was-
We need to call Nick's sister. Remember, she was part of Chicago
Yes,
Fire.
we can remember her name.
Oh, yeah.
And
Yeah,
also,
we do.
Nick texted me like last episode. Yeah.
He
Did
tagged us in something.
Did he? Nice.
Yeah.
He tagged,
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, you don't know. You don't do anything social
Yeah,
media
dude.
wise.
Dude, there's so much.
He was
dude.
doing the squat challenge thing, and he shouted us
Yeah.
out. Like
Hell yeah.
I
Shout out
donated
to
for a
Nick.
song. It was Fat Bottom Girls Make the Rock
Yeah,
and
it
Roll
was.
Oh,
Down.
yeah.
uh-huh.
Nah,
Who sang that?
shabby.
What's that?
Who sang that?
Queen.
Queen.
Duh.
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 I knew that.
Don't
Imagine
ask
a-
me. Don't ask me.
A super gay
anybody.
guy singing about fat bottom
Bottom
girls.
Girls. Yeah, it seems kind of weird now.
That
but-
guy was turbo gay. He wasn't. Yeah. Shout out to him.
He went. He had a wife. He went both ways.
did?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Well, my
He's
I
kind of
mean,
like an old fireman we used to know.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know
There's
you're
gay
talking about.
firemen.
Oh.
what's up?
Yeah.
I immediately thought it was him.
We were talking about We were talking about
Station 10 driver.
Yes.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which I want to know this guy. I don't remember him.
Yeah, me and him.
I'm talking about Pellerin like that.
Shout out to you, buddy.
Dennis up there in Alaska right now.
That
He's
dude,
on
nice.
retirement.
him and his wife are taking a hell of a trip, man.
Doing some ice fishing or
Yeah.
what?
No, they drove from Texas all the way to
Doing some
Alaska.
ice holing.
Yeah.
Ice holing. Yeah. Wait, it's summer. There's no
Yeah.
ice up there.
There's,
now.
it's
There's
like,
still ice.
yeah. He
It's
sent some
Alaska, bro.
pictures.
It's summer.
Yeah. All right, back on track for God's
Sorry.
sake.
Yeah.
You're
it.
good.
Yeah.
Day in the life.
Yeah.
Of a secretary.
I'm not a
Go.
secretary. Damn it. Listen, my mornings are a little more chill than y'all's used to. Getting some
Yeah,
coffee.
I bet
which
they are.
So I have to get there at 7
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
Which doesn't seem that much earlier, but
Yeah.
I wake up, I'm probably up at like 5:15, 5:30 or whatever.
Yeah.
Out the door by 6.
In your
by
tan
6:30.
pants.
I think it is.
Yeah, I don't like the tan pants. I had to explain to the office they were all wearing tan pants, and they're like, "Why? Do you not like the tan pants?" And I said, "Well, I don't wear underwear, so
I don't like the guys making
Yeah.
fun of me.
Yeah. I told the whole office. The secretary was there. I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "I don't wear." Yeah, I was like, "I don't wear underwear, so that you can see the pee stains."
You told him that?
I knew that's where he was heading.
Yeah,
man.
dude. Of course. What do you mean to lie to people?
They need to
I'm
make
not
like
you.
a little. They need to make like a little sleeve you can put on. 'Cause
I need
do
to
the
do
same
like,
thing. I've ran into that same problem. It happens.
What was you ever see The League?
Isn't that the
Or
TV
Taco?
show on
Yes.
FX?
Yeah, he's using like cocktail napkins.
napkins, yeah.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he tries to like patent them for like specifically wiping
right
wiping your
front.
dick off.
Get you some of them PPTPs, man.
PP, yeah. Oh no. Those are weird.
Oh, that's the kid one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh,
yeah.
yeah.
Which it only happened like twice.
Yeah.
Little,
dude,
dri-
seven.
little dribble on your pants and it shows.
It
Is
shows
that
a
what you're
lot.
saying?
It shows a
Yeah.
lot. So anyway, so I get to the office, probably around 7.
Yeah.
7:15. And got a lot of work to do.
Wait, so is there like a checklist you have to do, like when you show up?
So-
like we do, we have to check the apparatus.
What?
There's nothing for you. Like,
You
hey,
just
this
make
is-
sure there's like the trash is taken out
Yeah,
or
do y'all
something
have like,
in your
I was
room.
about to say, do
Yeah.
you have like office cleaning assignments?
On Thursday, we all kind of clean up. But I mean, you just grab your own trash, and then me and usually Schmamps and sweep and mop.
They don't
stuff
have
like
rookies up there right now.
No.
When I was a rookie, I think we had to clean that whole headquarters. man.
Yeah, we had a guy up there that was in trouble that just came to our office to watch Netflix. I was like, "What are you here for?" He's like, "Don't worry about it."
No, you
I'm
worry
like,
about it.
Okay.
You just shit in
That's
your mouth.
weird. I don't know. That's a whole thing. I'll save that one for
I
later.
bet old Schmilly helps you out a lot, huh? Cleaning.
Yeah.
Does he
Yes.
really? Does he really?
Of course.
Yeah.
Stu, please.
He's
Save
the
it.
hardest worker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hardest worker.
He makes a lot of noises. I know that.
He does that.
He's
yeah.
in the office next to me, man. He
I'm
makes a
telling
lot
you.
of weird
I
noises.
remember that from threes, man.
Yeah.
Man.
But anyway, I get to the office,
All right.
So the secretary puts out not me, the actual secretary puts out the inspections for the day, and it'll be like, 3's territory, 10's territory, 5's territory, whatever. And it'll have your Hill and Schmanley, and then you grab your tickets, and it'll be for AM or PM.
So
call-
do you have your own territory that
Yes.
you normally take care of?
Dude, they got me, man, with territories.
Oh,
I
yeah.
got,
You're
I
the
got,
new guy,
You got
though.
the worst one?
Yeah, I got 5's with like all the hotels,
Nice.
all the car dealerships.
Nice, yeah.
So there's Schmelaschmonte.
Those are nice and clean and
No,
be able
they're
to
not.
knock them
No, they're not.
out.
Yeah.
Really?
No, they're
No?
not. No, I went there.
Okay.
I went there the other day, and they have like an old fire alarm system.
Oh, that
So
sucks.
it'll take. It's like $1 million to redo like the entire fire
Whoa.
alarm system.
They've got money.
All their sprinklers, like all the sprinkler systems and stuff. Somebody came through and painted over everything, and it's like you can't have these painted. Everything's red tagged. The fire pumps don't work.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, the fire pumps are red tagged, and they're like you can't store stuff in front of like
Yeah.
breaker boxes, fire pumps, boilers.
Right.
They just use the fire pump room as like a storage room.
Oh man.
Yeah.
How many stories is that? The Schmelaschmonte.
I don't know. It's probably
gotta be
like
6 or
12.
yeah. I was gonna say like 8.
It's like 30.
No, it's not that tall.
No.
I'm fucking with you. Come on now.
It's 80 stories.
It's a high rise,
Yeah.
dude.
Anyway,
No.
so you grab your tickets and you go do your inspections, and we're getting iPads now, so the inspections are a lot easier to do on ESO because you
yeah.
can like if a fire extinguisher's out of commission or whatever or out of service, you take a picture of it, you load it up in ESO, and then you send that report to like the people that you did the inspection on.
Okay.
And then so they're like, shit, we got to fix these 10 things. They're coming back for a reinspection.
So do you have like an iPad that
Yeah,
you go
we're-
with?
yeah.
Like
Give it-
our Tough Book or whatever?
Schmarns is getting. He's fine. We watches. He doesn't care. He's getting us iPads.
Nice.
That's one thing. He's up there, so he's the new guy up there. He's trying to like figure it out.
And
he's-
Barnes
he's
is like
there
one of
now.
those like he's a tech savvy guy, so
dude.
like he wants us to like move it along like
Anything
instead
tech.
of some old paperwork stuff.
Yeah. But anyway, you get your inspection, do your inspection, turn the report in, yada yada, go home, go back to the office, study, do some studying. That's not exciting stuff.
Yeah.
It's not.
Is there anything like, okay, like for instance, when if I show up and I know Murph or Stu has something, you do your normal checks.
Sure.
But there's things that you're like, I am not missing this. This hat, even if we make a call when we come back, like nozzles and like for me,
yeah,
the
yeah.
Lucas, like
Yeah.
I do not want that thing to be dead ever.
Yeah. No.
Right? Is there anything like
You
that?
don't want to
where-
get caught with
We-
basically with your
no,
pants
man.
down.
Yeah, I would always
Yeah.
check Lucas battery. Anything?
It's like I
Got to make sure
Make
my
sure
lunch
there's
is
O2.
in there. Yeah, make sure I remembered my lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude.
We did go
What a gig.
We did go do an inspection on a massage parlor the other day.
Oh
Yeah.
Massage envy, huh?
No,
No.
no, dude.
Magic's car wash.
No, it was something
Mike's
like
car wash,
like
yeah.
Rose Garden, Rose.
Oh.
Yeah. It was. I thought I sent a picture to the group.
No.
No,
Oh,
you
dude,
didn't.
me and Schmanley. He was telling me about it. He was like, "Hey, I got to do this inspection on this massage parlor." And
Is he kind of naive to it?
Oh, Murph. He's an old country boy or whatever, and he's like, you want to go with me? I said, as an expert, I will go with you. And so, dude, we pull up to this place.
Yeah.
And I take a picture, and I'm already laughing, dude, because there's LED lighting everywhere,
Yeah.
like open till like midnight. There's just pictures of like people, the standard massage.
Yeah, the Google
pictures.
pictures.
And
of
all the
massages.
windows are like blacked out and shit. And we pull up, and I'm like,
like a classy place,
I'm
man.
like, Schmanley, this is HJC. And he goes,
You did-
And he
you
goes,
did
what's
that.
HJ? I said, Hand Job City. And we were dying laughing in the car, dude. So this old, and he had already been there before, and the
Yeah.
lady was kind of like short with him, language barrier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, this lady kicks the front door open. What you want? And I'm like, oh no. I'm like,
That
and she's basically blind and has one hand that's kind of like the scary movie hand.
grab my good hand.
Yeah, she has one of those, and she's like 4 foot tall, and she's already like, "What do you need? What do you need?" And he's like, "Hey, all right,
I'll be out of here quick.
Yeah,
Tyler was like, I'll handle this.
Dude.
you
And-
reach back and you're like,
Yeah.
like you're gonna grab for your gun.
I got nothing.
But it's like a
I got
ticket book.
I got a pen. Yeah, I got a flashlight. So he tells her, he's like, we're here for an inspection. We're, okay,
Yeah.
oh, you help. And I'm like, oh man, it's gonna be fun. So we go in there. And Schmanley's talking to the lady, and she's like yelling at him, like showing him a bunch of receipts. She paid for the alarm system. The alarm system's not working. They had been turning the freaking breaker off to save money.
Why?
I think it's an Asian thing.
Okay.
They're just trying to save money. I don't know.
Any
And they're
way
also
they
probably
can.
they're not from this country, so
Yeah.
maybe she's not aware. But they were turning all the breakers off because they're essentially living there, which is illegal.
okay.
So I had to tell the tactical team. I said, so we turn the breaker on and the alarm starts beeping. So they had turned the alarm system off,
Right.
so it was running off the batteries. So it's beeping,
no.
saying, "Hey,
Oh,
Low battery.
Low
low
batteries.
Right.
And so we call the alarm company or whatever, and the guy's like, "Yeah," he's like, "That lady was yelling at me and wouldn't let me in." Yeah. So
We got clients.
so she's like, "You send different man. I don't like him." And, the guy, and Schmanley's just like
Where was this? I mean,
on
relative?
college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Schmanley's talking to this lady, and I'm like,
What's the cross street?
He's wanting to figure out where to go.
Yeah. you cannot miss it, dude.
Can't miss it, okay.
Also, you don't want this lady anywhere near your
No,
room.
no.
All right, I'm telling you right now.
I'll give you the claw.
Yeah, that's it, dude.
So Schmanley's got this lady distracted. I'm like, I'm gonna go take a tour. And I got my flashlight
Yeah.
in my hand because it's all dark. There's LED lights and shit everywhere. Big old bottles of lotion. And I'm walking in the rooms, and there's like, the old school, the glow in the dark posters. And
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Those are all over the
Oh,
place.
my God.
I'm like, this
no.
place, like the most rudimentary massage table I've ever seen. Looked like a piece of plywood. Had 2 holes in it for some reason. I don't know. One for your head, and then
Dude. Like that's big thing with like sex trafficking, right?
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
So
That's the
that's
big
why I text the tactical team because as I was walking around, dude, I'm walking around this place looking at all the different rooms, and I open up a back door, and I almost punched a 90-year-old Asian lady in the face because she came out of the darkness, and I'm like, scared the absolute. Stanley Schman was like, "You okay
And
back there?"
he's super jumpy.
Dude,
Yeah.
scared the absolute shit out of me. I'm like, get out. I'm like,
Jesus.
I was like, well, I said, hello, like, I'm your fire inspector. Oh, okay. And she
Yeah.
opens the door and turns the lights on. She doesn't know, but there's like a full bedroom set back there, TV, kitchen, everything. I'm like, oh,
A couple
man.
people chained to the wall.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. So I'm like, you guys are definitely living here, man. So now we got to go back there on Monday.
Yeah.
Yikes.
But we get to the office, and Schmanley's like, hey, we got to walk in there like we're super tired.
Let's give it a test drive.
Yeah, like,
man.
woo-wee. Ooh, yeah.
Shoulders.
Yeah, I really dropped my shoulder. I'm
The
going to take a nap.
lower half of my shoulders.
Sweating.
But but that was an interesting part of there's a day in the life of an inspector.
There you
Busted
go.
massage
There you go.
parlors.
I like that.
there you go.
But
That's
you,
highlight of your week, though.
it was
Yeah.
pretty
Right.
fun. It was a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
But let's once you get riled up, you guys usually do some kind of fat guy workout. You're out there sweating with your beanie on.
So I've steered away now from the beanie
Sure.
stuff. It's nice and hot out. We don't need to do that shit anymore. But
It's very hot.
I'm sure most guys are like us, where I like to have a workout done before like 2 o'clock.
Yeah. You
Because
guys
if
all
I-
work out together? Like, what do y'all do?
So, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
usually like Murph is in there like 8:30 or 9.
Yeah.
I'm usually, fucking around with Alan and the captain, and we're
Palling
doing
around with
something.
your twink
Yeah.
boyfriend. Yeah. Shout out to Alan. Had him a baby.
he did.
Yeah, hey, shout out to
congrats.
Alan.
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy. Yeah.
Glad, congratulations, Alan. Little
Yeah.
Reed. I don't know
say
how.
his name,
I don't-
gosh.
little Schmeed.
I think it'll be okay.
But yeah, try to get a workout in. And I don't know if I'm sure other people are doing this too, where you just fast and then you eat after you work out. I like doing that.
That's it.
I don't like
Keeps
eating
you
before.
moving, man.
Yeah, dude. If I eat
Slows
before
you
I work,
down.
like when I eat, dude, I'm eating. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
why
I'm
the-
eating,
That's
like,
me. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I don't have like a little snack.
No,
type
I mean, we're
breakfast because
big
I'm just.
eaters.
It's just gonna make me.
well, you're
even
not
more
a
hungry.
you're not a chick. Like chicks
Right.
can do that.
Nice.
It's wild. Like chicks can be like, I'll just have one egg. I'm like, why are you even eating? My
Yeah,
wife will
Melissa will
that.
do
I'm
that.
like,
I would just avoid eating.
Yeah, like,
it
what's
just
the
makes me
point?
more hungry.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, I'm good. I'll
Where's your giant bowl of oatmeal that goes with
Yeah.
it?
Yeah. Where's the
Where's the
toast and
donuts?
bacon and shit?
No, I think it's hilarious though when I see these guys. They'll post videos of like a shift with like Tacoma Fire Department, and it's
For
like
God's sakes.
they trained like 9 times, made 14 runs,
Yeah.
Get out of here.
and then like their days like crazy. I'm like, dude, if every day was like this, no one's out there training 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I'll have to share you guys what I watched, but it was so
I've seen
like
some of those videos.
I was like,
yeah.
you're not doing this shit.
Yeah, some
I
of
know I
these-
know plenty of firemen. They're not doing like training is one thing, but like 5 times doing like a super extensive type of training. Like some
Yeah.
of those, like you actually have to schedule.
We don't
you
have
know?
time because it's going to be interrupted.
Fuck
no.
all the time.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean,
That'll
I
get
get it.
shut
Good
down.
for them. Like,
Yeah.
if you have the time, do it. But
You know which
yeah.
ones train all the time is the ones that don't make any calls.
There you
Yeah.
go. There you go.
mean-
Like at our department, it's station 10 and 1s. You know, they're so slow.
Yeah.
We had
They got nothing to do. They got nothing to do, but
Nothing to do but complain on Facebook. Yeah. They're
Last
big
shift-
on that.
Last shift, we had 5 runs before 10 a.m.
Nice.
On the engine.
Yeah, you guys are busy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and our C shift captain were talking about that this morning. It was like some of these stations though, it's like throwing a ball at a wall.
Yeah.
Like, you just go to the same place like
Over and over.
We're the
Yeah,
busiest station in the city. It's like you went to
Yeah.
this place like 9 times this shift. I don't want to be that. That's
I don't want to
Dude,
go to
you
a
guys-
bunch of fire
yeah.
alarms.
You guys need to calm down with emailing the fire marshal's office. We got a lot going on, dude.
We were ordered to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
what happened.
Who ordered you?
So we were told by your partner you were just talking about, anytime
Oh, yeah.
the 520 comes in,
Yeah.
we're supposed to email
Oh,
because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
Talk about a problem alarm.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's been
Oh,
that way
dude.
for at least 8 years.
Did you see the numbers he pulled on it?
yeah.
It would be.
I heard that.
Oh, for God's sake.
That's
It was
actually-
Yeah. Well, this is going to kill you.
It usually doesn't beat
Yeah.
like that.
No, yeah, there's days we don't do it, and there's days we go 5 times in a shift.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. He
I'm
pulled the
wondering
numbers.
how other departments handle that.
Just multiple fire alarms.
Yeah.
Find them, dude. We got to start finding people, man.
So the manager's trying to, like, in the past, it's been people vaping.
Yeah.
Right there, that guy. Or
Right.
but the way their system, they have detectors right outside the bathroom. So if someone takes a hot shower, the steam will set it off. So, but she's trying, like, if we go there and it's vaping or smoking, we're supposed to notify the manager too. And if they get it it's 3 strikes and
You're evicted.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
It's wild, man. Yeah, those places freaking
wouldn't
suck,
make it.
man.
Dude, it's
be
getting
setting that
kind of
fucking
crazy.
thing
Like
off
every
every
time we show up there, like Friday, Saturday night
Just
or something,
tape
it's like a
that thing
block
off.
party.
I just
Like
disconnect.
people are
that thing.
barbecuing and walking across the parking lot, like
That
carrying
place,
drinks.
that place downtown Beirut in that
Yeah.
little parking lot, man. It's kind of.
I
It's
remember when
wild.
it got built, I had some friends that moved in. I was like, man, this is nice. It got the pool.
Yep.
And then years later, get the fire department show up there. I was like, what the hell happened to this place?
My grandma used to live there. It was actually pretty. It was a super nice place.
Nice
spot.
But now
looks like
not
it.
anymore.
You know, Stu's station is a good hang station.
Stu's is a comfy station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I
Yeah.
imagine y'all's morning rituals pretty nice.
You know,
No
we-
privacy.
we're-
No.
no, I kind of like it. I'm a social butterfly.
You are.
as
You
know.
are.
Oh, for sure.
We
Yeah.
talked about that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, we usually have a little time. There's mornings we're busy, but we can hang out for a little bit. We usually get busy in the day. We don't work out in the morning. We're about 4 or 5 o'clock.
Jeez.
But that's partly because
Yeah, I
I
used to do
I do a
that.
circuit outside
Okay.
every day, and then I try to do some kind of cardio. So I'm sweating. So I don't want to do that in the morning, take a shower, and then just get sweaty again all day.
Yeah.
That's my
Right.
thought behind it.
Are y'all an eat breakfast together station?
Sometimes we do.
Like those
We don't
guys
always
at
cook
Station
breakfast. Sometimes it's just
Those guys. Where they record every bit of it.
yeah, it's just me and Smirton. Sometime we'll
Yeah.
crack up a few eggs, or something.
Nice.
So,
Right.
yeah, it's not anything. And there's a
Yeah.
lot of mornings we just don't do it.
Okay.
Just 'cause,
Yeah, that's I don't know, man. That you see these fire stations, they just have these big ass easy on that microphone there.
Yeah.
They have these big ass breakfasts in the morning, man, like
Yeah.
biscuits and gravy and eggs. But I'm like, dude,
I'm gonna take a nap.
I'm done for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
the-
is exactly
that's the
what
problem.
happens to some of them.
At our
Yeah.
station,
Yeah.
people drop
Yes.
off
Yeah.
trays of cookies, man.
Oh, your
Oh,
station.
yeah,
you walk
your
in the first
station-
thing, and you're like,
Your station's a bad one.
it's just, every time I'm thinking, I really eat good today.
Yeah, right.
I pack
Yeah.
my good
Yeah.
healthy lunch. We'll cook a good dinner, and then you get
yeah.
there and there's a cake or a fucking whole tray of cookies.
well, there's my
It's
lunch.
Like, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here's my lunch.
Yeah.
would-
Any of you young guys listening, y'all hear us, we keep on saying, just noting, pack your lunch, be ready for dinner, but most stations are going to cook dinner.
Yeah,
So,
that's
but
it,
make sure
yeah.
you bring lunch because
Yeah.
that's kind of annoying me sometimes. It's like, hey, can we go get food? It's like, you didn't know you were going to be here today, man?
Bring one meal to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
We'll
You guys
take-
are literally talking about him.
Yeah.
He shows up.
Guys, you're
Yeah.
fine.
You guys, I'm out of cigarettes. We got to go to the store.
You know what we should do?
What?
I should make a cookbook, bro.
No,
Yeah.
I don't
Station
think so.
cookbook.
You're not very good at it.
I'm great at it.
It would just it would have Hattie
three
B's, and it would also have
Here's a link. Here's a link.
drop biscuits.
Yeah, biscuits.
I'm telling you.
Hey, you guys, I'm totally gonna make a cookbook. How's yeah?
It's two pages.
We've talked about this before. You need to keep these things in your head and just do them.
Nah, dude, I can't.
I know you can't
You-
because
it-
you're
you
smart.
have to- you have to-
Yeah.
Now he's starting a book.
Say it out to the world.
How's jujitsu
and then
going?
It comes in. We stopped because the kids are gone.
How's boxing going?
I'm still doing that. I actually was gonna
How's
hit
your
the bag
handyman
yesterday.
business?
My handyman business? I'm fucking thriving.
Just waiting on a call.
How's the mowing business?
You know I can't do that yet. I can't do that. I have to have a truck.
How's the painting?
Well, did I say I was gonna do painting?
Yeah.
I think you did.
Did I?
You talked about it a
Shit,
lot.
I forgot.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay. Stay in the life of a firefighter. Pick
It's
up things,
coming.
say you're going to do things, and immediately not do it.
Regular Renaissance man over
Yeah.
there.
Oh man.
I will say he's stuck with working out. He's been
Hey.
working out every shift.
I
You
will-
can tell.
look at
I
these
will
little-
tell he's trimmed up.
You've trimmed up. I hate to.
It's
I know
been
Helen's
walking.
gonna hate
Stu
this,
and
but-
Murph,
yeah.
please,
Dude,
for
this
God's
guy,
sakes.
this guy, Chubster now,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, he's upstairs guy now.
Yeah.
Oh, well, speaking of this,
let's
Melissa's friend, her travel nurse friend, came by the other day.
Okay, so you've told us
from,
about her
from
before.
Hawaii. Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
She dated the guy with the micro penis.
Okay.
Yeah. And they always come in here. Yeah. Oh, yes.
The audience will remember that story.
They will remember it.
of course.
Yeah, they will.
Poor fella.
Yeah.
They always come in here and they do a podcast together.
Okay.
They just basically
Yeah.
talk or whatever. But before they were sitting at the kitchen table eating or whatever. They actually offered me food this time.
Oh, nice.
So it was nice. But they were sitting there talking or whatever.
Yeah.
And Rebecca told Melissa, like whenever I walked out of the room, she was like, Tyler looks kind of jacked. I'm like, what's he been doing? And then I came back in the room and Melissa was like, hey, tell Tyler what you said. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, here we go. And she was like, you look like you've been working out, like you've put on some muscle. And I was like, Melissa, your friend's totally trying to bang me.
Yeah, I was about to say that'll make your head big.
Yeah, I mean,
His goes this way.
yeah. It just elongates. Shut up.
Dude, I think when Alan did that last one, I think he did make your head long.
They all look the same. Yeah. Oh, dude, people really. That picture of you that I posted.
Yeah. I couldn't believe he posted it. I was like, oh shit, he actually posted it.
So,
fucking hilling, man.
So one guy, I remember we talked about.
It was on Instagram.
This is on Instagram.
Yeah.
Fire Station Memes guy commented right off the rip. He said.
Hey, shout out to you.
He said you put some tassels on those things, and I bet I can rub one out for sure.
We need to get Alan to make a.
You were in a
stripper.
slump. You were in a slump.
Oh, dude, I was dying
That
laughing.
was. You asked, and I was like,
The picture says it all too, because you have
the
video
PlayStation.
game PlayStation controller in your hand.
living the fucking dream back then, dude.
Didn't look like it,
Dude, well, back, like you said, I think it was.
man, I was dying.
That's like 12
laughing.
years ago.
Okay.
12 years ago, I think.
Yeah, I was dying laughing.
Come a long
man.
way.
Yeah, I was about to
Look at
say,
that.
you
Yeah.
pulled
Look
it
at it.
together since then.
You know?
Another guy said because we did the would you rather, and it was
Yeah.
like, would you rather have penis-sized nipples or a nipple-sized penis? And he goes, oh, he obviously chose dick nipples.
Oh, man.
I was cracking up.
How did
man.
they get so big?
They were very big.
I don't know, man.
And dark.
I think
They were
'cause they're
so
not
dark.
Dude, the shadow? It was the dude, it was
Because
bad.
they're not like that now.
Well, dude,
Yeah.
imagine
Why does it
you're-
look like that?
Imagine you're sitting.
He was stuck in that position for a while. Is
Yeah,
what happened.
yeah.
All the blood went straight to his nipples.
I blame Fallout.
Yeah,
personally.
Fallout and Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You know?
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Dude,
Oh, man.
the amount of
Stuffed
food I
burrito,
used to
man.
be able
They
to
need
eat.
bring that back.
I don't know. I think I can't eat as much as I used to. I have noticed that. I can still eat a lot. I can eat a lot, but not as much as I used
I think
to.
I could eat a whole stove.
And you probably choose a lot better for yourself now.
Yeah. Yeah. When you're like looking back, and if you have something like that for the audience, if you have something like that, it's a good healthy reminder of like, okay,
I'm gonna make a T-shirt out of it. You guys want some of those T-shirts?
Again.
Dude, so your doppelganger, the one we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier,
He
can't
probably
say his
never
name.
got like
The
that.
other
He doesn't
day,
look
he was like, "Hey,
Schmoner.
can we go to the store and get some food?" I was like, "Yeah," and he heads straight to the frozen food section and buys like 5 frozen food meals.
Nice.
And this is
The
you.
Hungry
And this
Man
one-
or something?
No, not even that. He got like chicken nuggies, like shaped like dinosaurs in one. Like pizza rolls and like some kind of bowl. He
Man,
got like
that's
a
a
kid
heart.
cuisine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
and
like
ate
trying to
all
bulk
of them.
up.
Like that was from lunch to dinner. He ate
That's
all 5
funny,
of those.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
he did that with me on the med unit one day, and I
Yeah.
was like, "If you
Don't do
Yeah, I
that.
was like, "You just spent like $45.
Yeah.
you should." You
That's
could
what
just
he was like. I'm pretty tight unless it comes to food. And
Yeah.
I was like, apparently, man. Yeah.
make you some damn rice and meat, dude. You
Dude,
gotta teach
man.
him your secret taco meat recipe.
Dude, listen, that kid is exactly. I don't know. Do you remember that day we went to the gas station and I was like, I think I was in shape like at the
Well,
time, and you were
were
like,
younger?
Some
you were
sort of
like, I'll
shape,
buy
yeah.
you the most high caloric treat in here
Yeah.
or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was like a honey bun thing that had
yeah.
like 700 calories. Or something.
Yeah, and
Hell
he just
yeah.
devoured it. Like, oh
Really?
yeah, man.
No problem, bro.
It's the best, man.
It is.
All right. Well, aside from you being fat and talking about your huge nipples, we got to shout out. We got to shout out our sponsor. So shout out to our sponsor, With Garage, or excuse me, Garage, but their site is With Garage. You guys get the idea. But anyway, Garage has been an awesome sponsor, man. If you guys are looking to buy or sell like a used apparatus, we'll talk about specifically selling an apparatus. You're at a fire department, you want to sell your apparatus.
Yep.
You got some old apparatus with an ashtray in it.
Yeah.
You know, and
Sounds
you
perfect.
and you no. And you want to sell it. They have an instant appraisal tool. So the tool is totally free. You
Oh,
go on,
rad.
yeah. You go on their website, give them a call, tell them like, I got a 1969, heater mobile. Yeah. I'm trying to get rid of this thing.
Cigarette
T-bird,
buds
but
still
yeah.
in the ashtray.
Yeah, it's totally free. There's no obligation with Garage. Like you can just use it. They'll let you know what your apparatus is worth. So
I never even thought of it that way. You
me
could sell
neither.
it, yeah.
That's what they were
cool.
selling. Like that, I think that's their bread and butter. Is like,
You have one of those old open cabs.
that we rode in when we first started.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Those were the reserves.
Hit Up Garage, man. They've got, one of the hardest parts about selling your apparatus is like getting a fair price for it, or like figuring out what a fair price is.
Yeah.
So Hit Up Garage, use their instant appraisal tool. The guys are going to help you out. They're going to give you what your engine is worth, what your apparatus is worth. So shout out to Garage.
And then you can buy one while you're there, too.
And then you get you a brand new one.
Well,
or
what's
a used
wild
one.
is that it sounds like, I think Carvana can do the same like type of thing where the instant appraisal.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty rad.
Yeah. So it's like
fire truck.
And according to Tanner,
But for
it ups your T.
It
Remember he
does.
said last time.
If you do this, your testosterone goes through the fucking roof, dude.
that is not a statement. Garage does not support that
They
statement.
do support that.
do we. So shout out to our sponsor, Garage. You guys go hit them up. Thank you guys so much. It's fading. We're good. All right.
She actually faded it in.
She
last
did,
time.
yeah.
I
She
saw
showed me.
that.
Yeah. Melissa, you get the hang of it, man.
Marissa.
So also we have this is another interesting thing. This was another thing Melissa was a big fan of. I was like, hey, a lady emailed us on the podcast.
Okay.
Did you hear about? I don't know if you read the messages.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Murph usually doesn't read the messages. He's got a busy day.
Dude, you open your phone up and you got
Isn't it?
65
Dude, yes.
messages,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no way.
We're
No way.
friends, Murph. We like to talk.
Yeah.
We've
I'm
been
like-
doing hydrants last couple of shifts. We'll get done, and it's the same thing, like you said.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Me and
70
Helen are
missed
just
messages.
I'm
It's
like,
usually me and Holligan.
I just go, no. No, I'm not going to
They're
read all
always
this.
like, Stu, you never chime in. I'm like, I can't keep up,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, me and Helen are just like, you're a pussy.
Yeah, it's a lot of that back
Dude,
and forth.
the back and forth that y'all had recently was
great.
Your comebacks to him, I laughed so hard.
I had no.
I
no
actually
response.
went back because I was like, "This is hilarious."
I can't even. Oh man,
He read them to our captain.
I read them to
Oh,
Nick
man.
because I was laughing so hard.
I share him with Smerton a lot. When
Yeah.
he's there. Yeah.
What does Burton think? What does he think?
Yeah.
I wonder how he'd be in
No,
our group.
he likes it.
You said whatever helps you sleep on your couch bed at night.
yeah, dude. Oh
I said, living the dream.
Whatever helps you sleep on your couch bed at night. Yep,
If only
yep,
we
yep.
could publish these, man.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
yeah,
funny.
yeah.
man.
It's we have a good back and forth, but usually Tim wakes up from because
Oh, yeah.
And he
works,
says, "What did I miss?"
Give me
works
the
out.
highlights.
he sleeps during the day, so he's like, "Hey, what did I miss in these 75 messages?" We're like. Murph put up a crooked fence. Holligan's a schmarted, the usual. Yeah, or Holligan's. I told the Holligan to do thumbnails 7 times. He didn't fucking do them. So and he's like, okay, the usual.
That was my favorite part, dude. Was I guess somebody had to have said something to Helen about
Sure.
the podcast not being on Spotify, and he goes,
No,
worse.
I just thought about it. I was like, I bet this.
He didn't even look. He just
No,
knew it wasn't
I knew.
there.
I knew.
You want to know what went through my head? I was like, shit, I could just tell him it's up and do it real quick. But
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, no, he has the password. Shit.
Yep. Well, the same thing with the thumbnails.
It's coming, I
You
swear.
lied to me about the thumbnails. You're like, oh, I forgot to email them last night. You did them.
I
You did them
did.
that morning.
I
I
did
know you.
It wasn't a lie.
No.
I just forgot to do them and email them.
Yes,
to you.
exactly. You were like, oh, I did them last night. I just forgot to email him. And then my email goes off. Our shared email goes off, and he emailed himself the pictures at 8:45 in the morning. I said, surprise, surprise. He has not done them.
Man.
Dickhead.
And then
They look
it
good.
cracks me up when you say, "You don't understand."
Yeah.
You don't get it, dude.
Yeah.
I really wish, I wish there was a way to he could hear how I'm saying it. Like when I'm,
You could call me. We have cell phones.
I know, but
Because
it's
you're
way funnier
giggling.
when
You're
I text
giggling
you.
when you're doing
Oh,
it.
dude, I'm dying. Half
yeah.
the time I'm dying. Then the other half the time I'm like, fuck this motherfucker.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, I can get him on
That's
this.
what if someone read y'all's text thread like not knowing y'all, it would appear that y'all
yeah.
hate each other.
Yes.
Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
that, a day in the life of a firefighter.
Yeah.
You rile each other up for 24 hours.
Absolutely.
But the other, I was making fun. I was talking about you sitting in your garage on a 5-gallon bucket. Yeah. Which is exactly what you were
Living the
doing.
dream,
Yeah.
dude.
Like,
The bucket was 5 feet away, but you were
he
close.
said, "You want my life," and then Helen says, "I can confidently 100% say I do not want your life."
This guy doesn't even know.
Yeah, dude. I got to screenshot a couple of these. Yeah, I can with 100% confidence say I do not want your life.
It's good luck.
Anyway, back on track.
All right, back
Yeah.
on track. For God's sakes. Speaking of,
Is this a new one, by the way?
This is from the doctor. Day in the life of firefighter. You don't fucking sleep good. All right.
Yeah.
Probably thanks to, hey, Dr. Leah, like, do you have anything to say about Holligan smoking 8 cigarettes, 3 monsters, and
Nicotine helps you, bro.
How many cup of coffees in a whole
dude,
shift?
Stu, I can only imagine.
That's the next thing I need to tackle
Yeah.
because I drink way too much caffeine. Like, you know how people are like, caffeine's not bad for you.
No, it is.
Dude. No, listen.
I've
Got
you got a lot.
fucking problem, man. And I know I've got a problem. So
Just add, 2 monsters.
no, not normally 2.
Okay.
Usually what happens is every day it's a Monster
Sure.
or an energy drink or something.
Sure. I drink a Ghost pretty much every day. Yeah.
But the problem is I also have,
A lot of coffee.
dude, a ton of coffee.
You
like,
probably
I don't
have
even know
6 cups in the morning.
in the morning, man, I bet you by the time it's 12 o'clock, I've filled my cup up 4 or 5 times.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Again, day in the life of a firefighter.
Yeah.
Insane
Lots of coffee.
amounts of caffeine.
Lots of caffeine.
Yeah.
I drink like 2 cups of coffee now. I have like 1 in the morning, and then when I'm getting on.
Really? I drink
Well,
2 in
remember
the morning.
I was having a little bit of blood
That's
pressure
true.
problem
That's
for
true.
a while, you know. so-
Regurgitating tricuspid valve, probably.
We're getting old now, Steve.
Yeah.
When you stand up, do you get lightheaded?
No, I've never had that.
I do.
I could get lightheaded. Yeah, that's a problem, man.
Yeah, dude.
Don't say that on the podcast.
I'll stand up real quick and I'll
You
be
have
like,
blood pressure problems.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, so
all right.
your doppelganger, if you remember, we did a 12 lead on him that day.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
And Potts, shout out to Potts, paramedic, he was like, this doesn't look good. And he's like 19 years old.
He just turned 20.
Yeah, he's like, do you always have a
Nicotine.
a Zen? In
Yeah.
Dude,
Dude,
and he's like, oh yeah, always.
He put one in his mouth before he went to bed.
Yes.
Last shift. I
He'll-
was like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Don't those keep you up?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh no, man, I'll be fine."
Yeah.
And I was like,
nicotine sleep, bro.
Potts
crazy.
Potts was like, you gotta not do that all day long anymore. He's
Yeah.
like, trust me. And he's like, I'll be all right.
yeah. He's got that 22-year-old
Fireman.
Sounds like
Tanner
a young
Holligan
Yeah.
mindset. Man.
It's you, dude.
You
All
don't
right.
start realizing it until 10 years later.
Yeah.
So this is a doctor. She
Okay.
emailed us, and she is Dr. Leah Kaler. Melissa was really a big fan of this because I used to
Yeah.
date a girl named Leah.
And you were like, "What's up,
yeah,
Leah?"
Yeah, so Melissa already.
Did you tell her, hey, guess what? I used to date a girl named
No, she knew. No, because at the smokehouse, my dad's where he makes sausage.
Yeah.
That sounds gay, but he actually makes sausage out there.
It's a southern thing.
That's how the
It's a southern
sausage
thing,
is
yeah.
made.
But he has like the smokehouse where you can write on the wall.
Oh, cool.
And on one of the walls
Is Leah.
Yeah.
You can go over there and scratch that shit off.
I think Melissa has scratched it out before. But
It
anyway,
keeps reappearing. It's weird.
yeah, this is no, Stu, please. This is my dad messing with her. This is Dr. Leah Kaler. She served as the FBI sleep expert for over 5 years. She's a licensed clinical and prescribing psychologist with a deep belief that sleep is the most overlooked and most potent multiplier for human performance.
Nice.
I believe that.
Before my work with the FBI, I specialized in behavioral sleep medicine at the Memphis VA Center Sleep Clinic. My entire career has been devoted to supporting public safety professionals, including law enforcement, military veterans that focus on trauma, mental health, and resilience. She's been on a couple other podcasts. She's got a book coming up, but she seems... So, listen, the last time an attractive blonde girl messaged me on the internet...
You married her?
No.
I'm joking.
No. The last time that happened, it was my cousin Blaze catfishing me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So you're like really on
Oh,
guard
dude,
right now.
I was like, no. I said, this
isn't real.
This ain't real.
It's another fireman.
Yeah, she is a real person. She's got a YouTube channel. She's been on other podcasts. Shout
Nice.
out. Let's see, what do we got here? Team Never Quit. I think that's one of them.
Team Never Quit.
That's like
feel like I've
Marcus
heard that.
Marcus Luttrell.
I think so.
I think that might be his.
Holy cow.
Yeah, Mission 22, Secure, One's Ready. Secure. She's been on a couple of other podcasts, but shout out to her. She wants to come on the podcast.
You're invited.
Yeah,
Come
you're
on.
invited. We have to figure it out. We've never had a guest before, but I think this lady would be. We could really let her psychoanalyze you for sure.
You know what? I told my wife about it. I was like,
She's got her work cut
do I
out
need
for
to
her.
like change I mean, I'm not going to be a fool.
No.
But
I think if she's ever seen the podcast, she'll know.
I think she's
sure.
had
Right.
to watch.
Yeah,
you
she's
know.
got to.
Yeah.
I mean, we're fun guys. That's someone I told someone about it the other day, and they were like, "Some FBI psychologist wants to come on y'all's podcast." I was like, "We're pretty cool." Yeah.
the feds are watching our podcast, bro.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
was
it
also
is.
concerned about it at the beginning.
But yeah, when he first texted that, I
Yeah.
was like, "We're getting baited."
Yeah,
into
this is a
something."
trap.
Yeah. So I think what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to have Stu.
No, I'll give up my seat.
Stu put a wig on and he holds an iPad
Yeah.
with her FaceTime.
Yeah,
us.
yeah.
There
I
you
can
go.
do that.
We're gonna figure out something because I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah, it'd be
And
sweet, man.
She seems like a nice lady and like she wants to help people in our career.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sleep and stuff like that is a huge thing
Yeah,
for us.
on a serious note, dude, it would be cool to hear like how do you adjust to having like 20 years or 30 years of
me and
crap
Murph,
sleep.
Me and
you know?
Murph are coming up on that, and there's like as I'm older now, Murphy. I don't know. Yeah, like
I struggle a lot more now.
like
Oh,
just
dude.
a couple runs last night. Like I'm ready to go home take a nap.
Yeah.
Usually when I was younger, I'd power through.
You'd be
and just
mowing the
go-
yard and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you right now,
a
man.
different life
After
now.
what have I been going for? Like 2 months?
Yeah, dude.
It seems like a lifetime.
It's a game changer. I miss you so.
Cue the sad music.
Since you've been gone.
But it is a drastic change.
Yeah, I bet.
It
Did
is
you
a.
say like your T's up? Like
it went up
yeah.
like 400 points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Almost. It went up from like 430 to almost 800.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
Heck
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I don't even think you have to be at a super busy station. It's just
One
trash. One trash call
Yep.
ruins it.
Well, like
forever.
I worked overtime at 14s. We all know that means I didn't do anything.
Didn't-
But like
right.
that whole night, like I was still just waking up.
Oh, yeah.
randomly
Doesn't matter.
Just
Yeah.
because, yeah.
You're not in your own. You're not even at your normal station.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
man. So yeah, it would be very interesting.
That'd be cool.
to get her on here, and then you got us a guest coming up.
Yeah, we sure do. Should be next week.
Should be next week. Yeah,
this week.
yeah,
This
yeah.
week,
We're
next week.
we're
It won't be released next week.
yeah,
No.
we're behind the 8 ball. As
No.
summertime, you guys, everybody, all the firefighters have families in summertime, so we're
Vacations.
vacations and everything happening. But we're running and gunning to get
Yeah.
episodes filmed. But Chubb's got us
A pretty cool guest.
a pretty cool guest. He was in a
pretty
Basically flashover.
significant
Bad
flashover.
yeah. You got. I
Yeah.
mean, they've shared the video for training purposes, I believe. But
He was a case study too.
yeah, he was a case study.
We have a CD at the station that has a lot of the pictures and videos, so I can get it to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can have it to show.
Yeah.
He's
hell
a legitimate flashover,
Survivor.
flashover survivor.
Yeah.
And when the Houston guys got burned, there was a chief and a captain that brought him up, talking about him. Basically,
And he went and visited them.
he went and visited them, and
Yeah.
these guys in Houston that survived had trained a week before over our guest's event.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
basically
his survival.
How he survived.
Yeah.
So it'll be a pretty cool guest to have on for our audience.
Yeah,
I'm-
he was
I'm
in
pretty
a
excited.
no shit dire situation.
If we
and
can get
survived.
the pictures to show like his gear, I mean,
Yeah,
y'all
he-
seen
Oh,
it, dude.
yeah,
Y'all,
yeah.
He
the,
got
the audience would
significantly
be
burned.
amazed that
So
he's alive.
I did
of this
ask him
gear.
if he could bring the gear or some of it,
Okay.
so he
They
could
said-
show.
Last time someone
some of the
told me
audience.
it was bad shape when it happened. It's depleted pretty
Yeah.
good now.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
they
He's
still
got it.
have it, but
He's-
he has
yeah,
it.
he's got it.
It's in like
Yeah.
a plastic bag.
I think he said
falling
his
apart.
parents had it,
Yeah.
and he was
God,
cleaning
his
it out,
parents.
Yeah.
or something like that. But
rid of that.
he's
It
a
was-
character.
It's
too.
basically worst case scenario and a lot of variables.
Yeah.
Love him
Yeah.
to death. He
Yeah.
is an absolute maniac.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Yeah, he is an absolute maniac.
He's on 10 all the time.
and you will see.
Yeah.
He came in this morning. I just smoked a cigarette, and he goes, "I can get out of here and smoke it." I was like, all right, I'll come out there.
You guys. I mean, he's woken. He's been snowboarding with us, and
Yes,
he's
yeah.
woken me up snowboarding at 4:00 in the morning. Hey, wait, what are you doing in here? I'm like, sleeping, Cody. Get down and wake it.
Fresh powder on the mountain right now.
I'm making breakfast. Come on. I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, buddy. But yeah, so that's our guest. You know, that'll be our first guest.
First official.
Yeah, Murph
guest.
probably won't make it, so
Yeah,
he'll
I won't
sit
be
in
here. He'll
Murph's
sit in
seat.
my spot.
But yeah, that'll be interesting. I don't know if I want him knowing where I live.
How far is he from
What if
you?
we just
he's literally right down the road.
we'll blindfold him, drive him into Beaumont.
He
back
knows.
in.
Oh, he
Yeah.
already knows.
Yeah,
Stu.
yeah.
He knows.
If you blindfold that, he'd still know exactly where he is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he-
would.
We just took a left on college.
About 65 miles an hour.
He is the definition of a firefighter. Though.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for
he's-
sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Really
For
good
sure.
dude.
Yeah.
But shout out to him, Stu. How we looking on time?
You have 2 minutes left.
Oh my God! Day in the life. We got to sum this up. All right. So basically, you wake
I'll
up.
bring up something, a good story talking about checking your gear, though.
Okay.
One time we were coming on, and we had a rookie, small, I can't even, Lopez. I mean, that's
Schmo-
generic.
Yeah, he don't care.
That's a pretty
yeah.
common
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Did he have his baby?
He
Yes.
did. Yeah.
I
he
think
Nice.
sure did.
Hell yeah! Shout out to you, Lopez.
He comes, hey man, where's the nozzles at? I was like,
Oh, no.
What?
Oh.
I was like, he's like, are y'all messing with me? Is this like a joke?
I remember this.
So yeah, the previous shift had switched into a reserve, And they never checked. They went the whole shift without a nozzle on any pre-connect.
Bro.
So
Dude.
he's
Talk
like, "Are y'all
about
messing
it.
with me?" I was like, "No, I'm
Dude.
not messing with you. Let's go
go look."
Yeah, not a single line had a nozzle on it.
It's a smoothbore, bro. It's a
Dude.
smoothbore.
Listen,
Yeah,
Dude,
So
the
check,
amount of
Inch and 3/4
check
smoothbore.
check the everything, but check the
Yep.
essentials, guys.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever
So-
do y'all ever have like that shift when you get there and you're like, all right, today I'm going over this thing with a fine tooth comb, but I don't do that every shift.
No,
you
no.
know,
You check the
sometimes I
essentials.
just eyeball it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, look at everything. Okay, it's all there.
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
But then sometimes I'm like, let me go through this thing.
Yeah.
Let me
I would
look at
always
everything.
have
It
a
depends on who you're relieving. Sometimes.
yeah,
Yeah, that
what
yes.
affects.
Yeah.
I would have a gut
Yep.
feeling some morning. I'd be like, I'm gonna go ahead and
Me too.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna fine tooth comb
A
this
whole
engine.
5-gallon bucket is empty.
Yeah.
With absorbent and stuff.
But
like
hey,
that.
listen,
Yeah.
a day in the life of if you're a new firefighter, an old you got hit the essentials, the Lucas battery, the goddamn the nozzles,
The nozzles.
nozzles,
Yep.
man,
That was the one thing.
oxygen,
I mean, from the very beginning, they're like,
The
check your
monitor.
nozzle.
AED batteries.
AD batteries. I would
Well,
always.
I don't
yeah.
I honestly don't give a shit about the medical shit. I'll do
What?
I'll do.
That's what we do most of.
I'm not saying. Look, you're a fireman first.
Yeah.
You check fireman
No.
stuff. Like,
You're a medic
Small
first.
schmunt.
You were a
said
medic
that,
first.
and
We're
I've
a
always
comedy
liked that.
podcast guys.
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't check the medical because it is my job. Like, if you're on the back,
Sure.
it's my job. You ask a driver where the pediatric non-rebreather is, they will not be able to tell you where
That's
it's
because they're a driver. They don't know where
Exactly.
anything is. That
Whose job?
It's in the
That's
it's in
mine.
the small compartment on the side.
Yeah, suck it, loser.
side?
Yeah.
It's
on our,
it's
in
only
our med bag,
it's
it's the
in
right.
the front.
Also,
In the front, but which side on the front?
On the right.
All right,
I make it a point to know that because
also
as
he
a
was
driver,
no, don't
Murph-
high five him. He was just trying to make you look like a dumbass. You high five him. Yes.
dude, you
Murphy,
nailed it,
we
bro.
have to know that because we're drivers. We're doing all the work. But
Oh,
no,
that's it.
seriously,
That's it.
the
Thanks,
captain's
dude.
getting
You're
information.
pushing
The back end
buttons
man,
and shifting.
He's almost a
gears.
driver,
Yeah.
so he's about to be there with
That's
us.
that old
it's really
station.
because we just start
Yeah.
asking us to hand them stuff, and we're like, so
Yeah.
I make it a point to know where that is, so I
Yeah.
don't look like an idiot.
That's
Yeah.
that old
Sitting there.
Station 7 mentality. I remember one
I love
time
it.
that Canadian smirched me. I was there and I was checking the med bag off.
Yeah.
I was a rookie and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Checking the med." I was like, "Checking the med bag." He's like, "You checking any of the fire stuff?" I said, "No, yeah. Like I'm gonna check the med bag
Make it your
first."
way.
And he's like, "What do you think's more important?" I said, I was like,
Trick question.
I was like, I just usually check this first. He's like,
Yeah.
what if a fire toned out right now? So, I'd hope the other shift didn't screw me. Basically, I was like, I hope the other shift checked it. He's like, we're firefighters first.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I was like, this is
Well,
gonna be a long 24
Has
hours.
a med bag ever
Does he have
saved a
sideburns?
firefighter's life?
Yeah.
yeah,
Sounds like
probably.
a guy with no
no
sideburns.
sideburns.
You bet on
Excellent.
the uniformity of most of the engines being mostly the same. You know where the hoses are, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know where the pump can is.
Yeah,
Normally.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Also, I tell you what, Stu, if I pulled a line and didn't have a nozzle on it,
yeah.
You keep this.
I would find a nozzle.
Oh, yeah.
real fucking quick.
Yeah.
I would either the next coming in engine wouldn't even have its brakes. Like, it wouldn't even be stopped, and I'd be because to not look like a dumbass.
Yeah.
Yes.
To save us all.
That would be the funniest thing as a driver pulling up and I see a firefighter just running
Yes.
and grab and he unscrews the nozzle. I'd be like, what the hell is
Yeah.
going on right now?
Dude, that is so crazy.
And there you go.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Listen, that is one thing. Like crew and station integrity.
You keep that and
You-
Look out for your
Yeah.
buddies.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you exhaust. You do everything you can to make you and your crew look
Nah,
awesome on a
yeah.
fire, because otherwise you're never gonna hear.
And
the
You'll
end of it.
never hear the
Hopefully
end.
the other engine is your buddies.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah, that's true.
If
Yeah.
they're your rivals, they will find something
Something,
to shit
yeah.
on you.
Uh-huh.
for.
Yeah. You're just looking at
They'll
them,
shit
eyes
on you when you get back to the station,
Yeah,
but
yes.
at
Yeah.
least y'all look out for
Yeah,
each other
dude.
right
Yeah.
then
On
at the
scene,
moment.
yeah.
Dude,
Yeah,
you
in the
sprint
moment.
across that yard to go get that nozzle
Yep.
from that other engine, man, and you make up something.
Hopefully you
There.
have a-
Our engine,
hopefully
it
you have
wasn't
a spare
pumping.
engine.
It was
Yeah.
pump gear.
Yeah.
Someone tied a knot in the pre-connect. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
you make some shit up, dude.
I was like, whoa, I gotta grab y'all.
Anyway, shout out to you guys. We're about to film a Patreon episode. We're gonna have a lot
Yeah,
of fun.
buddy.
Check
Yeah,
us out
buddy.
on Patreon. That's the number one thing.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Shout out to our sponsors, man.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. I mean, for over 4,000 of you. We're trying to get to
Yeah.
10,000. All
Hell
right.
yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
We're getting
Honestly, I love our sponsors, but you don't have to like and subscribe to this shit. You guys,
What? What? No.
Please don't. He's saying,
kidding,
please don't
guys.
watch our show. Yeah.
how about if you like it, just share it.
He's
We don't
using
give a
reverse
shit.
psychology.
No, you can
on
like
these
and
people.
subscribe to
Yeah,
the
you
video. Yeah, no, actually do that.
Don't listen to him.
God.
The
Anyway,
Patreon's not even that big of a deal.
thank you guys. Thank
just-
you guys so much. We love you. Shut the hell up. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
See ya. Later.
What's wrong with you?
They know, dude. They know we're awesome.
Blood circulation.